60% of companies say they're ready to lay off people who refuse to use AI. Not in 5 years. Now. That's not a tech headline. That's a labor market shockwave.
And the part people miss, the same survey says only a minority are seeing significant ROI from generative AI. So we're in this strange moment where leadership is threatening job cuts before the operational playbook is even mature.
Which raises the question, is AI actually replacing work? Or are executives using AI as cover while they reorganize? Today, we're going to follow the thread from boardrooms to factory floors to regulators. Let's start with a number that should make every manager pause. 60% of companies planning layoffs for employees who can't or won't use AI. That's from Reuters Enterprise AI survey released April 7th.
And it wasn't a tiny sample. They report 2,400 respondents, some 200 executives, and 200 employees across multiple countries surveyed late 2025 into January 2026. Here's the nuance. Executives claim AI super users are at least 5 times more productive.
5 times is an insane multiple. If it's real, it changes hiring, promotion, comp, everything.
They also report top users saving nearly 9 hours per week. But, this is the other headline, only about 29% say they've seen significant ROI from generative AI and only 23% from AI agents.
So leadership is acting like they've already banked the savings, when most haven't.
Exactly. That's why adoption is messy. The same survey says 75% of executives think their company's AI strategy is more for show than real guidance. And more than half say AI adoption is tearing the company apart.
This is the executive trap. You announce an AI transformation, everyone runs in different directions, and then you get security and compliance nightmares.
The survey points to that too. Executives say they've seen data leaks or breaches from unapproved AI tools. That's the shadow AI problem.
So here's the actionable version for viewers. If you're an employee, the market is telling you AI literacy is now table stakes. If you're a leader, threatening layoffs is not a strategy. You need structured enablement.
And if you're a company, you need an AI operating system, training, approved tools, data boundaries, logging, and workflows. Otherwise, the chaos eats your ROI.
Now, let's connect that workforce tension to policy. Morgan Lewis put out a clear warning. Even without a big federal AI law, enforcement is accelerating.
Their point is simple. There's no vacuum. Agencies are using the tools they already have. The FTC is going after deceptive AI claims and data practices. The SEC is focusing on AI washing, companies overstating AI capabilities in disclosures.
And DOJ angles. False Claims Act if you're selling into government programs, plus antitrust issues around algorithmic pricing.
Yes. And on top of that, states are creating a patchwork. So for businesses, the governance question isn't, will there be regulation? It's, can we prove what our AI does, and can we substantiate the claims we're making?
Which ties directly back to the Reuters survey. If 75% say strategy is for show, regulators will treat your marketing as evidence.
Practical steps. Align your AI claims with reality, document training and evaluation, and for high-impact decisions, employment, healthcare, pricing, expect auditing, disclosures, and human oversight requirements.
Let's jump to robots, because the automation story isn't just software. TrendForce says China's humanoid robot output could surge 94% in 2026.
And they project Unitree Robotics and Agibot could capture nearly 80% of shipments. That level of concentration suggests scale is already separating winners.
Fox News also highlighted a Chinese plant claiming one humanoid robot rolling off the line every 30 minutes, with 24 assembly stages and 77 inspection steps.
Whether every detail is perfect or not, the trend is real. The bottleneck is shifting from can it walk to can you build it reliably, test it, service it, and drive down cost.
TrendForce frames this as a 2H 2026 commercialization phase. Less about perception and balance, more about delivering measurable user value.
And that's where deployment use cases matter. Logistics, consumer electronics manufacturing, automotive lines. Robots become economically interesting when the tasks are repetitive, the environment is semi-structured, and the ROI is defensible.
Let's talk about what makes humanoids and automation accelerate. The stack.
NVIDIA's robotics press release lays out a play, open physical AI models, GR00T and Cosmos, and evaluation frameworks like Isaac Lab Arena to test policies at scale in simulation.
Translation. Stop shipping one-off robot brains. Standardize training, benchmarking, and deployment.
Exactly. They also highlight partners across the ecosystem: Boston Dynamics, Neuro Robotics, LG, suggesting the market is converging around shared tooling for simulation, data generation, and robot learning.
Now, pull it back to the office. Microsoft's Copilot Studio release plan is effectively agent ops, metrics, analytics, security controls, safe sharing. Same idea: governed automation.
And the common thread is the same as regulation: auditability. Whether it's a robot on a factory floor or an agent in Outlook, enterprises will demand logs, permissions, sandboxing, and measurable outcomes.
Quick pivot: longevity. It's not just biohacking headlines. There's a business pattern here.
A Q1 longevity market update argues the space is moving toward consolidation and enterprise infrastructure, platforms and partnerships aimed at health systems and longevity providers.
So, similar to AI, early chaos, then platforms and governance.
Yes, and even market research on Senolytics frames a coming wave of later-stage progress and commercialization pressure in the 2026-2029 window. The big idea: if any therapies become reimbursable, the operational side, data, monitoring, clinical workflows, becomes as important as the molecule.
Rapid fire. 1. If your company is talking layoffs due to AI, ask for the ROI math and the governance plan, not the hype.
2. The state-by-state patchwork means compliance teams should map where they operate and treat AI disclosures and documentation like a standing requirement.
3. Humanoids are entering the manufacturing phase. Watch production capacity, quality control, and service networks as leading indicators. That's the breakdown for today. The stories are moving fast, but the playbook for staying ahead doesn't change.
If any of this hit close to home for your industry or your role, the newsletter goes deeper every week. Link in the description.
We're Marcus Reed and Sarah Chen. This is your AI future. Subscribe if you want to keep up, and we'll see you tomorrow.